Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing a gameplay with the brand new Dark Matter Yao Ming, who is a great card in theory because he counters 100 overall Yao Ming at a very high level. But he's also a gambling card. We have two Yao Mings that have dropped in the past 3 months, and they are both gambling cards. Gotta love it. And that's way worse for guys like MJ who just got a full GOAT series, all gambling cards basically, except for the one garbage-free one. This whole gambling has just ruined this game, unfortunately. Like, it's so lame that we have multiple gambling versions of Yao Ming that you can't get unless you spend your money, and it's just, or get super lucky, money spent. Regardless, it's super annoying that this is the system that we have right now in my team, and it's a real shame, but at the same time, kind of is what we have right now. So we're gonna do gameplay with him, see how good he can be. I'm sure he's great for anybody who does get lucky enough to get this card. Hope y'all don't spend money to get him, but shout out to my boy Phantasma for letting me use his account to record this gameplay. Really appreciate that a lot. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Yao Ming, 7'6", 99 offense, 99 defense, 77 three ball with a shoe, is only a 73 base, which is kind of low. The main flaw with him is that and the speed, which is only an 82 base as well. But if you boost these types of stats up with his athleticism and his three ball, I think overall you're going to have a really good card who, in terms of Hoff badges, it's all the interior stuff. He does, I think, added Hoff limitless range and maybe 1 or 2 more shooting badges to Yao, but as a whole, I mean, this is what Yao is going to be, right? Like, let's see, what badges did he add? He added blow by clamps, fast feet, physical handles, off ball pass, limitless, slippery off ball, and speed booster. That's probably a good group of badges to add. I'm sure there's a few others that you could add as well that he hasn't, because Yao is missing some badges. But as a whole, you got a really good card who does a lot of things well at 7'6" at the big man spot. So as a whole, I think he's going to be a very nice card. And the thing is, yes, he may only have quote unquote 86 speed with a shoe, 90 with his coach, but that's, I mean, yes, his 100 overall is 99. It's not going to play that differently. I promise y'all, this card's not going to play that differently than his 100 overall. And the release is, I'm not going to sit here and say it is a great release because I don't really think it is. But I don't think it's horribly bad either, is my honest truth. Like, shooting on jump, which is what he's on, is going to make it feel quicker. But as a whole, like, I think it's an acceptable enough release. It's not elite, but it is acceptable, and he is very big, very glitchy. He is realistically a better version of a Mark Eaton, a better version of a Artis Gilmore. That's what he is. He's going to be a glitchy giant big. I actually do think there's probably a couple of bigs better, to be completely honest, just because of his lack of elite level shooting. But you could make the argument he's better than a Wimby or a KP. I don't know. I think outside Dikembe Mutombo, you can make the argument he's better than anybody. I'm not sure. Either way, this Yao should be really good. He should be dominant as heck on the interior, and I am excited to use him. That I would be lying if I said wasn't true. So let's hop into a game. See what Yao could do. All right, this team is not great, but it's better than the first team that we played in this gameplay. And I played against a pretty bad squad. So I'm recording this video like 11:30 at night, trying to get this video done. So we're going up against Bill Walton, the center. Yes, he's got a size disadvantage, but this is going to have to do. Let's drive the ball here and see what we can do. This should be a matchup realistically that we can kind of abuse. And this is the glitchiness of Yao Ming, is that if you match up against somebody who doesn't have a center that is at least 7'2", 7'3", and incredible defensively, you're going to be at a huge mismatch that is hard to account for. A good job of using the speed there at Bill Walton to get around. And sometimes there is going to be a little bit of a speed deficiency, but I don't think it's a big enough speed deficiency with the way this Yao is, especially with a shoe and a coach. You got 90 speed, like you're fine at 7'6", more than fine, honestly. I don't think 82 base speed is too slow at all, especially for a player of his size. So, because I mean, like, he feels much quicker than 82 speed. And look at the defensive attention this card draws. When he drives the ball, you have no choice other than to listen, because it's like he's just such a mismatch on the inside. Why am I getting super laggy? Oh my goodness, my game is lagging big time right now. There we go, we're back, we're good. Showing off a fat stop with Diamond CP3. Why are you out here fat stopping with Diamond CP3? That's kind of crazy. I'm not even sure if he even did that on purpose, to be completely honest, but we'll live with it. We got ourselves a 4-0 lead so far. Steal? Oh, okay, I'm confused. I honestly thought that inbounds pass was going to something else, someone else. It looked like he was clicked on to something else. Gets a standing dunk with James Jones, of all people. Not a beautiful possession either here. His backcourt is rough because his frontcourt's not awful. Opal Larry, Dark Matter Walton, and Dark Matter Anthony Davis is like okay, but then you have a couple of diamonds and pink diamonds, and that just doesn't make a ton of sense. That's a bad pass right there. The lag, I don't want to make excuses, but it doesn't feel like it's helping me much right now, for sure. So definitely would like the lag to to go away if we don't mind, but that's okay. Stay in front here. He's going to pass it back out to CP, but we're going to get a contest because CP's release isn't very good. And Bobo with the board allows us to run. I was hoping to run in transition, but unfortunately not able to run in transition quite yet. We're going to try to go pick and pop and see if we can get YAO the open catch and shoot 3-ball. That's the type of shot where he just has to be able to hit it when that is open. It's not the primary goal with YAO at all, but I just want it to be a shot that he's able to hit. And I think a 73 base 3-ball is more than enough to be able to do so. Unfortunately, this is not how we want to start off this possession, but we're going to try our best anyway. Burst this way. Good. Kobe dribble stop, or Kobe escape, I should say. And YAO, if I timed that better, is going to make that layup. I didn't time that well at all. That was horrible. Didn't even really realize I was going up, but that would have been an and one if I had timed the layup better. It's on me. But first free throw is up and in. Hoff free points, 100%. I mean, he's automatic from the free throw line, so that's a W. Second free throw is up as well. And yeah, I mean, Hoff free points with a good free throw release pretty much makes him automatic at the free throw line. So that's a W. Play some defense, step up on Bill Walton. The thing about a Bill Walton is, yes, he's got a little more speed than YAO. I just don't think it's a big issue. You know what I mean? Like, I think it will create some issues right there. I get blown by again, but I feel like I could do a better job defensive with my stick. And, like, YAO doesn't feel slow at all, so I'm not too concerned about that. Drive the ball here, hit our pop. I really want to pass this out. I'm going to try. Like, it's, again, 7-6. That's the glitchy right there. That right there is what makes this card glitchy, is the fact that he is a bailout card in a way that few are in my team. You can create and attack mismatches with him easier than you can with pretty much any other card in the game. And right there, that is what makes YAO so good, is because he is going to bail you out. On both ends of the court, he's going to get glitchy animations that are going to save you points and score you points more than pretty much any other card in the game. And like, that matters a lot. And there's a reason that YAO is one of the best cards in the game every single year, even without truly exceptional stats. Like, this Yao Ming is not an unbelievably elite dominant card, but he is one of the best big men in the game, without a doubt, 100%. As really YAO always is. And it's for the same reason as he is always one of the best big men in the game. And like, it's not always, I mean, I don't know. Height isn't as OP this year as it has been in previous years, and yet it is still 100% OP enough to make YAO one of the very best cards in all of my team, despite not having elite level stats and badges, because there's just something glitchy about the way that this card is able to do so much on the court. Although I say that, we're only up by 1 point right now with 3 minutes left, so admittedly I'm running my offense through a card that's not really a primary ball handler in any way in Yao Ming, but definitely would like to try to find a way to win this game, especially against a team that is 100% inferior. Deserved that steal, though. Glad I'm able to get it. Push the floor in transition. Yao Ming all the way coast to coast. Why are you laying it up? That's such a lame layup, but I'll take the layup regardless. As long as we score, it doesn't really matter that much to me how we wind up doing so. Help off just a little bit. Don't give up anything. Can I get a steal on that, Bobo? I need you to steal that. That's bad Larry Bird release, and we will run the floor again. Get out in transition. Push the ball. Yao Ming all the way to the rim. Yao gets inside and draws a foul. He's blinking there, but we're going hard to the rim, and Hoff whistle pops up. We get ourselves a foul. Again, the glitchiness of this card is quite simple. It's his size. That's it. And outside of that, he's not the most complete. He doesn't have the best stats. But, I mean, he is one of the best bigs in the game and one of the most unstoppable, cheesiest cards in the game as well. One of the lowest skill cards in the game, which I think appeals to a lot of people. As much as that sounds bad to say, I do think that is something that appeals to a lot of people, is that YAO and cards like YAO make the game easier to play when they have a significant height advantage over all their opponents. That's just the way the game is at the end of the day. And, like, I think it's okay to acknowledge that and realize that. So, yes, YAO is one of the best bigs in the game, despite not having the stats and badges of pretty much near every single other big they've dropped in the last couple months at this point in the game, realistically. I honestly thought YAO might steal that too. No troll. I legitimately thought he might steal that. He didn't, but I legitimately thought he might. Can you slip behind AD here? He cannot. So I'm going to dot it over here instead. YAO again. Come up top, see if we can get the slip. You know what? I'll shoot the 3-ball instead. Why are you coming into the mid-range? That's not how I wanted that to work at all. Swing. I don't have the possession going for me at all. Got a fade with Bobo, and that's just it didn't work out how it should have there. That possession should have gone better. This has been such a lag. Why is my game lagging so horribly? Goodness gracious. This has been Frustrating, the lag. Luckily, we're still up 6 points, but that's not ideal. Great pass. Bull, we'll take our assist. Good job. Yao was a capable passer in real life, and you see him showing off the passing ability right there. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get back to contest that and block it, but that's okay. 16-10 lead. Throw it up to Yao again. Yao catch, Yao shoot, Yao mid-range, Yao green. Green's the midi. I love shooting off a load-up with cards with bad releases because it actually makes their release quicker and smoother. That's a tough shot with Anthony Davis, but he hit it because he was wide open, and I bet he fouls here with 21.8 seconds left. Okay, luckily we keep the ball, so that could have been bad. That could have been a turnover. I kind of hoping he doesn't intentionally foul immediately or instantly, at least, because I do want to try to get the ball back into Yao's hands before he intentionally fouls if I can, and I'm actually able to do exactly that. Yao Ming, Costa. I hate that. I'm blinking and I get a super small green window because of it. Like, I guess he doesn't have the highest driving dunk rate in the world. Holy smokes. There's Yao doing glitchy stuff. That's Yao Ming glitchy stuff. This is Yao Ming glitchy stuff. Hop stepping through them and getting to the rim for a finish with 3.2 seconds left. I honestly thought he might play that ball too, just quite simply because of his lock take. And overall, that's a game, man. 16, 1-1, 1 steal, 6 of 8 from the field. Yao Ming, as dominant as ever in my team, one of the best cards in the game at the center spot, quite simply because of his size. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.